Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to our video again. Today we're talking about how to restore the strength to our body after an accident or an injury of some sort, where there could be maybe bulging discs or any other sort of injury to the back. It can be anywhere in the back, and it can press you can get sciatica or pains down the shoulders and all that sort of stuff. The first thing to know is that any injury that we might have, a lot of it or almost all of it would have something to do with our absence of thought for a minute, like we just didn't pay attention. And that can come because we were tired, because we had a long day, because of anxiety and all sorts of other things. So it's very important to acknowledge that as well, even if you think, it could have been an accident with somebody in a car accident, God forbid, when somebody hit your car by mistake or anything like that. That also comes in a sense of our lack of paying attention, or there's always something that we just have to acknowledge our responsibility on it. Even if it's minute, it's very important to acknowledge it, because then you step forward with much more forgiveness for yourself and forgiveness to whoever done it. It's no point. There's no point in holding on anger or blame, because that doesn't help the healing process. So it's important to say that as well. And you can look at some of the other videos that I put before that has to do with that. So yeah. Anyway, today we're just going to look at some exercises and a substance, the mamio that you can take with it, and the heating pad that you can help yourself with it. And remember that there's always more. You need to explore more. There's probably other, maybe your diet is not perfect. Maybe the job that you're doing is very unhelpful to your health of whatever it is you're doing. So those things will be part of it as well. But if you do those exercises that I am giving you, which are very, very easy, once a day, it's a huge step towards healing and towards getting back on your feet, and towards not, letting go of that suffering, being pain-free, being free, and be able to do things. You might not be able to, like if you were a person who lifted huge weights and worked in a place where you picked up big sacks of things and cement and I don't know what, you might not be able to do that anymore. But then you have to be thankful that it will take you to a different type of job, or something creative that you can do with what you've got right now. So being thankful, being forgiven, those things are really, really important. And I know it's a big process, so I'm not, there's no judgment here. There's just trying to let you understand that there has to be, pay attention to that inner part of ourselves that has to do with some of it as well. All right, so we'll continue, and I'll show you the exercises and things, and we'll talk at the end. So the first thing we have to think about is how we hold our back. So anyone with bulging vertebrae or pain in the neck, in the back, disease in the bones, all that, walking like this stops us from breathing, because there is pressure on our lungs, and also gives pressure on the neck and pressure here. All the muscles here have to hold a lot of weight, because our head is forward and there's all this weight. So the only thing we need to think about is lifting up that breastbone here. That's all we're doing. Look at the difference between this and that. And I'm not lifting it with those muscles or anything else. I'm only thinking of lifting that bone up. I don't change my shoulders, my neck, nothing. From here to here. From here, I'm lifting this up. So if I'm sitting right back and I want to be really comfortable, this is up. I'm not sitting like that, right? I'm lifting that one up. Sometimes you need a bit of a support here, and that's okay. All right, so that's our first exercise, lifting up that bone, breastbone. Okay. Our next exercise is to support those vertebrae out here. We need to have muscles right in the front. So we want the muscles between our belly button and our pubic bone here. Those are the muscles we are working on. Okay, so there's one exercise that consists with 3 breaths, full breath in the body, and 3 with no air in the body. All right, so we start by taking a deep breath, using our ribs like an accordion. So we're trying as much as possible to bring air into the full air in without lifting too much. We do use a little bit when we're in full air. This lifts up, everything lifts up, but that's because it's all like a balloon. But we're not just breathing up here. We want to breathe all the way down. So we breathe in, and then when we have full breath, we stick the lower belly in as much as we can towards the back. You hold it in for at least 10 count, 12, 16, whatever you can, and then you take a breath, or you blow the breath out. Now you breathe in between. All right, breathe in, fill it up completely, put your belly in against the back and hold it there. Hold it for as long as you can. If you feel pain in the back when you do it, that's good. It means you're really pushing against it. Push it and push it and push it. You can even hold it with your hand to start off with. And let go. The breath in between, and again, breathe in. Push that belly in as far as you can. Hold it there. Hold it. Push it. Feel it really working. And breathe in. Breathe out. All right. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to breathe in and out. When there's no air in our lungs, that's when we're going to use that muscle. Okay? Ready? So we breathe in. We breathe out. No air. Push that belly in against the back. Harder to talk when you have no air. Don't take a breath in. Really hold it empty until you can't. And you go. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. And belly in against the back. Hold it. And last one. Tight as much as you can. Tight in against that back. See how much you can, and then breathe in again. So what we're doing is we're doing it 3 times with a full air. So we breathe in, and we hold it in with the full breath, and then we do 3 times with no air, where we breathe in, then out, and then we hold it in with no air. The whole time, I'm sure you notice, I'm not sitting like this. You can't breathe or do anything when you're like this. We've done it all after the first exercise, where we learn to lift that bone up, so then we have air and movement here to work, right? And we only do it once a day. Okay, our next little thing that we're going to take for the back and to
get all the muscles and tendons, and it just really helps, is shilajit resin. I call it mamio. It's very hard for me to say those silly words, I'm sorry. You can buy it from this company, you can buy it from any other company. I'm sure you can find it. It's pretty easy to find. You take very little of it. It's only like that much. You can put it in your mouth and then swallow it, or you can put it in water and mix it and melt it. Whatever makes you feel happy. You need to take that amount twice a day for a week, and then that amount once a day for another week, and then give it a break. 10 days, see how you feel, and then do it again. And you can also get yourself into a habit of just having that amount or even half of that amount every day for a while, for a couple of months, until your body is really, really restore its strength and you feel that your sciatica is not bothering you anymore, and you're feeling more in control. You can take it on and off. I always have it in my cupboard. So if I have a flare of pain or something, then I take it for a couple of days, sometimes just 3 or 4 days. And that's usually enough. But it is recommended to take for a while until the body is restored its, what you call it, reserves. Okay. Another thing that's really good to do is to get a heating head. I call that, this is a Carajam. It's, you can see what it is here, and you can get it. I got this secondhand many, many years ago. It has little gemstones, like a jade inside, and it heats it up. And you can choose what heat you want to have it on. Like there's this little thing here, which you press, and then it comes up with the heat. I usually put it at 35, I think, 34, 35. That's the max. I don't like it too hot. But you can sleep on it right under your lower back, or you can sleep on the whole length of it. Or if you don't want to sleep on it, you can do it sitting down when you're sitting and watching TV or something like this, or reading a book. You put it around your body, you warm it up. It penetrates really deeply into the body, into the muscles and the ligament, and helps the nerve to calm down. So if you have sciatica or pain like that, that really, really helps. It helps better than a hot water bottle or something else, because I think of the way it is. Yeah, I recommend to try and get it secondhand, because new, they're very, very expensive. But of course, each to its own. It also helps, like you can get them really long ones. This one is a short one. It's only about for 50 centimeter, maybe 60 centimeters. So it actually only goes from the lower back to your top, or it wraps around a bit. I do know that there are some that are like the whole bed, but I don't feel that's necessary. I don't think your feet and your neck and head, and I don't think you need that. I think you only need it on the back, and particularly if you have one area that's more bothersome than the others. So that's, anyway, my recommendation. Everyone, of course, can do what they like. Okay. Well, I hope you're really able to benefit from what we've put today. If you do have any questions, please just send me a comment, and I will reach out and try and help in any way possible. The whole idea of those videos is to be able to help people. I do a lot of the time get people to ask me those same questions, and then I decide if I put it in a video, I can actually help more people, and also people can have it as a video, and therefore they can refer to it again and again and again, because I know that a lot of the time we just sort of we get information and then it just runs away from our brain because we're so busy and we do so many other things, and that's okay. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's helpful. Please share, subscribe, like, leave me a message, leave me a comment.
And thank you so much. Lots of love and lots of appreciation, and be healthy and be well and happy. Bye.